So, all right. So, Kenosha is already on high alert regarding about this regarding about the outcome of this particular Kyle Rittenhouse trial. Um, and you know, it's like this. If, like I said on the last video, um, I was saying to myself that I was literally saying, no matter how the Kyle Rit- no matter how the outcome of this verdict will be, um, Rittenhouse is obviously going to be scarred for the rest of his natural born life. I mean, it's just my, it's just how the way I see it. Now, I'm gonna also say this right here because I think many of us already know, especially those. Literally, if you've been following this particular case, many of you all know that this whole thing was a sham. This whole thing was literally um, nothing more than just something that's going to be politicized to oblivion. Because it's a high profile case. Um, and I will also say this, and then you have these these vile um these vile venomous snakes like Lebron James, or should I say LaChina James, literally want to call himself laughing um, at how Kyle Rittenhouse was having an emotional breakdown, literally calling the tears that Kyle Rittenhouse was sharing fake tears, when in reality LeBron James literally winds his butt off when when he when he pretends like he got an injury on the court. Let me say this to you, LeBron James. I've lost all respect for you. I mean, not only as an athlete, not only as a celebrity, but also as a freaking human being. Because stuff like this shouldn't be nothing to laugh at. And I think, but obviously, your fans don't care. Just like everybody the on the left. Now, let me also say this right here. Any of us, again, like I was saying before, the whole trial is literally going to be politicized. And this is how I would see the outcome. If Rittenhouse is found is found guilty, yeah, obviously every single left wing media outlet, Hollywood, these pro black douchebags, Black Lives Matter, and all of them, yeah, they're obviously going to have a field day over this, if Rittenhouse is found guilty, which I don't think that's going to happen, given the fact that we are many of us already seen that the gun charges were dropped. All of the gun charges were dropped. But let me also go on the record and say this: if Rittenhouse is found not guilty, you know, literally everybody knows what's going to happen, and that is literally why um, the whole city of Kenosha is literally on high alert. And if another riot were to happen in Kenosha again, here in Wisconsin, our governor Tony Evers, ain't going to lift a finger on it, because he already proved to himself that he's too busy becoming a communist trying to run the whole state of Wisconsin down to the ground. Especially, given the fact that, you know, you got a whole bunch of fibs coming from, if you don't know what that means, it stands for effing Illinois B words. They're literally migrating from Chicago to come and bring their drama here. And it's bad enough we're dealing with a whole lot of drama in Madison and over in Milwaukee. And now, obviously, over in Kenosha. But I'm getting off topic right here. But, yes, this is just an opinion right here. I think Kyle Rittenhouse is going to literally be finished. Not literally be finished, but he's going to be found not guilty. Given, all the gun charges were already dropped. But at the exact same time, I think we already know. Some of us already know, how the outcome. How the outcome of this verdict will be. Like I was just saying, if Rittenhouse is found guilty, yeah, the left is obviously going to have a field day. The left is obviously going to jump for joy, saying justice served, this, that, and the third. Calling him, basically saying calling him quote unquote white supremacists need to be locked up forever and ever. When in reality, like I was saying on the previous video about this case, Kyle Rittenhouse did not kill anyone who happened to be black. He, the young man was literally defending himself against two criminal snakes, basically, and both were white because those two criminal snakes were attacking him. But like I said, but I also said this: if Kyle Rittenhouse is found not guilty, there is a big possibility he probably is going to be found not guilty. We already know what's going to happen, and I'm probably thinking Kenosha shouldn't be the only one that should be on high alert. It's literally a whole lot of cities, that are run by leftist Marxist Democrats, especially here, that are literally on high alert. Because if God forbid, we might have some crazy things going on, that's going to be a really big problem. It's bad enough last year, when it came to these particular riots done by none other than Black Lives Matter and those Antifa thugs, none of these mayors or governors, which most of them were Democrat governors too, didn't lift a finger. Did not lift a finger at all. And I think this might, if Kyle Rittenhouse is found not guilty, sadly, it might end up being the same way. Is literally going to be a repeat of what happened in Kenosha last year. My thing is this: why should a person who was clearly this is going to be like one of the biggest cases in history, where it's literally going to show that we're literally going to I mean, let's just say that this is going to be a really important case in the history of our nation. I mean, and it's like this: it's like if we law-abiding citizens cannot, cannot stand up for, um, stand up against a tyrannical government, we're in trouble. And then not only that, I do have a feeling. This is also my opinion too. If Kyle Rittenhouse gets found guilty, 9 times out of 10 is going to be because of mob rule. And I'm just saying. Well, this is all I have to say right here. As of now, this is Chuck Johnson, a.k.a. Kid Thunder. I'm signing off.